Of course, cold weather in Melbourne last night for State of Origin 1. The Maroons got up 18-10, and Brian Williams, it's going to get a little chilly in Queensland, isn't it?
It is. Bit of cool weather down south. Plenty of heat though in the stadium, but a bit cooler outside. About 11 degrees in Melbourne. It wasn't too bad for down there, but there's some really cold weather coming. In fact, Victorian graziers have been warned to keep an eye on their sheep flocks because it'll be cold enough to kill newborn lambs. This weather's coming straight out of the deep south. There's a big high down there and it will reach Queensland. We'll get a bit of rain tomorrow. Coastal areas, Brisbane and around the southeast shouldn't be too bad, Amanda. Most of it will fall inland, 50 to 100 mils in some places. So grain growers will really look forward to that to pick up their crops. But yeah, it'll go off the coast Saturday and be replaced with some really cold weather Sunday.
Is this normal for this time of year?
Pretty much. We're a few days out from winter, and you know we all talk about the first day of winter and winter weather, but you know really it's just a date on the calendar. So it's that time of year when we're going to look at cold things. They're talking about Ipswich being -1 on Sunday night and Brisbane down to 7 degrees. So my timber house, the walls are going to feel pretty skinny on Sunday night. We're usually not too badly off. We'll have some lovely sunny weather, even though we're going to have these southerly winds and maybe a bit of west in them, but it will be clear blue skies, so that's really not too bad. Mainly it'll just be overnight with a top of about 20 during the day.
Okay. So a bit of rain around Friday?
Bit of rain Friday, yes, but shouldn't be too bad for us, and it'll clear off the coast. The rain is actually coming from the west this time, so but heavier falls out there, so it shouldn't be too bad for us here. We'll stretch over a lot of Queensland though, right up into the Central Highlands and the Central Coast.
Okay, now I hear that we may be headed for more drought conditions.
Could be. The National Climate Centre, which is part of our Bureau of Meteorology, follows 7 major models. These are big computer programs that take an enormous amount of climatic information, so it doesn't have much to do with local weather conditions, but they look at the ocean temperatures, which generate winds and circulation and all those sorts of things, and 5 of these 7 big models are trending towards El Nino conditions, so they're neutral or El Nino rather than La Nina, which brings us a lot of wet weather. El Nino, of course, is the drought-bearing conditions. And at the moment, temperatures in the equatorial Pacific Ocean are about 2 degrees up on normal, which is really getting up there and maybe indicating that yes, drier conditions are coming. Certainly we're looking perhaps at a dry spring at this stage, although the climatologists say it's not too late for things to change, but the trend is all one way at this stage.
When we hear about drought, people tend to get worried, but we live in Australia. We have to expect these conditions, don't we?
Plenty of scientists have argued that the word drought should be taken out of the Australian lexicon because drier times are our more natural conditions. And we all know stories about farmers from Europe who've come to this country and failed because they operate to wetter conditions than they can ever really expect here. So, yeah, that's it's part of our natural cycle. But yes, drier conditions more than wet, as you say.
All right, summing up that forecast, Brian Williams, so a bit of rain around but clearing for the weekend, although getting a little chillier.
Yes, Sunday night should be really chilly. Everyone's going to have a cardigan on Monday, I think, Amanda.
I'll have to get mine out. You've inspired me. Now you can check your weather in our Wicked Weather page. Click on the link. It's under the Queensland tab just above us. There's forecasts, there's warnings, surf cams, radars and more, including wild weather videos.